You boys on boys land, shall we say. And we got the big pig out. It needs a bit of work. Got run over. We're like worldwide phenomenon now.
So this is 125 pounds.
Oh, how shocking is that? Sooty, what are you doing in there? Hopefully my dipper's long enough. You lot need to go for a wee now, don't you? Thought so. You lot that are new to Lexion, make sure you change your I'm man enough, I can do it. Hopefully I don't need to go back there. Fingers crossed for me. Come on. Good Wednesday afternoon, Fenlanders. Welcome to Fenland Farming Adventures. How are we doing? I'm Daniel. Welcome to our little channel. It's Wednesday afternoon. Obviously went to the Wheat and Steam rally at Saturday. Ended up getting more drunk than I wanted to get drunk. And Mrs. Farmer's a bad influence on me. So I've only finally really started having some motivation to do some filming for you. But what we've been doing this week has not really been worth too much of filming. But yeah, just basically sorting our shed out. I ripped all the plastic off the wall. That's a bit gross. Having a good clean out. You boys on boys land, shall we say, never have to worry about your shed bases moving. But our floating floor is always moving. Every now and again we have to get some, mix some sharp sand up, some cement. And we have to like fill the holes in on the floor. So the shed floor is always moving. And this shed floor is 30 years old now. And it's starting to break out a little bit. So me and Grumpy Grandad has just been cleaning. Next shed we build will have concrete wall panels in rather than wood. Dad just put wood in this shed because it was bulk store potatoes. When we first built it, now it could really do with all the wood taken down and concrete walling putting around the outside of it. Nothing too major, but yeah, this was all bulk stored potatoes, so we put wood in it. It's far more insulating than what concrete is. So we've just been doing that, and we got the big pig out. Down to just blight spraying at the minute with the sprayer until maybe next week. I think my later fields are going to have some Roundup on, some of the wheat fields. So we'll be nearly into August when they're fit and ready to cut. Grumpy Grandad's been and got our new double head bagger, and that means hopefully Nutty Nana and Grumpy Grandad can bag up potatoes on their own. We're kind of still looking at a bunker harvester a little bit, you know, so I can virtually go lifting on my own. Mum and Dad can run the farm here while we're lifting spuds, and I can go lifting for them, you know, just have one person carting trailers around for me, and their jobs are good. But included in the sale from my cousin had a new bagging line, so we've also got the automatic stitcher. So we've got all this, that's got to go in. This bit here comes and grabs the bags and then pulls them right through the stitcher. So needs bits and pieces doing to it. The V-track is a bit worn out. This keeps jumping a sprocket. They shouldn't do that, they should be tight like that. So that's worn out, but we've also, this is the main thing we wanted, is a bag presenter. This thing here picks up the bags, puts the bags on for you. All very simple, all very complicated. But as you can see from my cousin's mending and fixing, that it needs a bit of work doing to it. I'm guessing that's not helping. I'm gonna have to see what the warranty's like from my cousin Oliver. A new bit of wire pipe on there, because that's broken. Just want some bits and pieces doing to it. It wants cleaning up. That wants fixing. My cousin is a bit of a pro when it comes to keeping going. And like I said, the V-track wants sorting out. There's a couple of bushes in here that I think that's not supposed to be as wobbly as it is. So that wants sorting out. The dogs in the stitcher want changing, but we've got them. And the bushes that were, I think the bushes are in here, they're on these runners. Yeah, that's it, look. See that? My cousin's got them anyway, so Grumpy Grandad's job after harvest or during harvest is to carry on with that. So he's just gonna, I don't know whether he's gonna change it all over or he's gonna fix it all and then change it all over, and then we'll just start doing jobs to it once it's in, maybe, I don't know. But that means we're selling our old stitching line. I don't know, it doesn't look like much at the minute, but that, the manta weigher and the feed belt, all on a frame, that's all on a frame. I don't really want to get rid of that really, because it's mega. It's so accurate, it's so quick. The other one's going to be a backward step really, but getting it to work with that and that, you know, is the thing. So there's our manta weigher, double head, 6-lane double head manta weighers there for sale, guys. And there is a spare as well. I do have a spare manta weigher in the shed that got run over. Yeah, so people we knew, they took theirs out of there. Hey, it's well bright out here. All right, what you found? What's that? Oh yeah, is that your torch? Let me get back in the shed. I ain't got my sunglasses with me today because I'm in the shed most of the day. So yeah, if anyone wants a manta wire, new stitching line, don't really know what it's worth, to be honest. I see a separate manta wire going for 10 grand, and then they included just a weighing head. Then they had to buy the loading elevator separate as well, and that made about 4 grand. So with the stitching line and everything there, 18, 20 grand, something like that. Got to be worth that, surely. It's an amazing bit of kit, that manta wire, and there's nothing wrong with it. And there's kind of spare bits and pieces I've got as well. So anyone's interested, tap me up. Right, what have we done to the combine then? So the combine's out. Bailey cleaned the windows for me. And then I've been in the tank, just taking the rotor bearings, caps off. See them rotors there? 2 greases here, go to the end of them caps in here somewhere. We wanted to make sure they was okay. It's the first time I've had them off, so we've done that. And now it's just a question of greasing it up, and I've got a sensor to change. Little tiny sensor, 125 quid. So I've got my filming buddy here as well, and my filming dog. You want to do the filming and I'll do the changing a bit?
Have you told everyone about our Amazon storefront?
What's this about Amazon?
Ooh.
We just basically set up a little Amazon shop for all of the bits and pieces we use on the farm. Anything that might be of interest to you, then you know, it's a quick link really to, if you're thinking about stuff for the farm, you can go straight on our shop and buy it.
Everyone uses Amazon anyway, don't
Everyone
they?
uses Amazon anyway, so go and have a look at our farm shop. Yeah, the only thing we haven't got on there is these for sale.
Yeah, well there is a link for that.
Yeah, that's the next link. So we've got links to everything, guys.
Yeah.
We're like worldwide phenomenon now. Right, let's get this £125 sensor. Do you want to see how big it is?
So this is £125.
Whoa.
Hey! Oh my god, that's anticlimactic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. That's shocking, is that? Yeah, that little bit there is more than what all the filters were together. Right, let me give it a torch.
How's your relationship with that bad boy?
Okay, at the minute, seems to be working sort of okay.
Is that because it's not doing anything?
Yeah, it's fine when it sits there.
Yeah. Is A-okay?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? Ooh.
I've got a little sensor to change over here.
Is that where it's got to go, in there?
Yeah, up and under here.
That's better, huh?
Let me just get a socket.
Here comes, hello mate.
Yeah, then we've got just to grease it up. Obviously.
What have you got in your set that you just brought over?
What's that?
What are you going to get to use?
My Mac Tool ratchet spanners, but they're not available on Amazon.
No, I'm just asking.
No, I wish they were. Carrying on with the first job I've got to do is getting this little sensor off. This little £125 sensor. Sooty, what are you doing in there? Are you done, are you? Alright. Anna, you wait 2 seconds. Oh, just you can just watch the back of this, so I don't have to get out of the combine. There we go. Nearly there, Fenland. Anna can help me check it. Have this all back up and running, so then I can get on with servicing. Simple as it sounds. Just start changing all the oil in the gearboxes and stuff, and the engine and the diesel filters, and pretty simple stuff. I got to get in the tank and hoover that out. I wasn't gonna, but there's been critters living in there, so I'm going to. Back up and running. Anna, these things here, when I start the combine up, should waggle backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Chaff spreaders, they should go backwards and forwards like that, alright?
Okay.
If they start over this side, all they'll be doing is going right to this side, and then stopping. They should come back straight away.
It should just go.
They should just waggle backwards and forwards. They're like, don't know what they're like. They like chaff spreaders.
Like a dog waggling its tail.
Like a dog waggling its tail, yeah. So I need some more phone mounts, Anna. Need one for the combine, don't I? Backwards and forwards. Yay!
You go.
That's that fixed. I put it into transport mode now, and I can service this. This runs my chaff spreaders and all this concoction of stuff on the back here. So I'm going to get myself sorted out and then we'll get that sorted. Bloke who blew this down wasn't very clever, was he? A few little bits and pieces that we do all the time. This gearbox on the chaff spreader. Oh, there we go. The easiest way to drain the oil out of this is to tip it up in the transport position. And then leave the bung out and then just fill it up with oil. Lower it down and fill it up with oil. It doesn't get all of it out, but gets most of it out. They get real hot, and as you can see, that is not very good colour. So yeah, I changed all the oil in the rotor gearboxes last year, so that's not going to get done. I mean, it only done 80 hours last year, and that was included transport around everywhere. Some combines do barley, rape, peas, beans, wheat, linseed. You know, some of them do hundreds of hours, but this one doesn't do that many hours. So as you can see, we're nearly out. This is the first one I always change. I've done the final drives last year on the front axle as well, so they won't get done this year. Always been stored under cover. I know it's probably got colder this year than it would normally. Right, fire the combine back up, lower you lot down, and start filling it up again. Obviously I've got to fill it up through that hole there, because the top one won't move, so that's what I'll do. So as long as I check all the final drives and the rotor gearboxes and stuff, and lubricate everything, and keep a grease gun handy with me, and just start greasing as I go, really. Kind of work my way forward, and then service like the engine and diesel filters and stuff. They're pretty simple. So I'm going to lower this back down and then get on to the next thing. Cheers, guys. Shaft spreader gearbox done. Got a couple of greases on the back here that I just got to sort out. And since I never bother taking it down the road with the trailer on, I never bother folding these up. One here. And one the other side. I mean, I always grease up the straw chopper bearing. Right, I've got a couple of greases under here to do. Right. This is as good as it gets, folks. You see that? Right, there's a rotor. Here's a rotor motor. And seeing somebody rung the Allen key off, I improvised. A little bit of improvisation goes a long way. I changed all these last year. I mean, they probably will get quite warm, but where's my dipping tool? Hopefully my dipper's long enough. Oh yeah! Yep. Loads in that one. Put that one back together. Nearly as quick seeing somebody rung the Allen key off to do that than it is to try and get that bung out. There's a bung still in the bottom there, so I can check them. When I change it, I can still fill it up. And, I do know somebody doesn't like getting under here and cleaning these out very much, because he always gets covered in Seems he didn't clean it out properly last time, but he's here now doing it. Oh, the little midges are all out. Let's see where we get to with this one then. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good at all. Right, that's them two done. I'll write on my little checklist. I'll put it all on my Smart Farmer app later when I can get my phone out. But for now, I just write it on the side of the combine, which is good enough for me. Right, down we go. Right. Next thing. Oh, I forgot my torch. They're all good. I've got greases up this side, but I think once I can get my ladder out, I gotta get up there. I've got some greasing to do. It does want a new rotor belt on it at some point. It will get that sometime soon, maybe. I don't know when. I don't know when. But it will get one. It's telling me it's slipping, and it's been telling me it's slipping for a couple of years now, so all I do is just slow the rotors down and speed them up again, and that seems to cure the problem. So just get stuck in a groove, I guess. I have them about 700 most of the time, or 900 when I'm cutting when I shouldn't be. So let me get my grease gun and we'll do these. It's a bit of a faff, guys. It's a bit of a faff. I've got one here to do. If I can get my grease gun out. It says every 100 hours, so once a season. Here the grease coming out, that'll do. I probably tend to over grease stuff more than I should. Not always a bad thing until you're doing bearings. And then it gets emotional. If you're doing bearings too much, then you still can't see. Wait, and I'll put you where you can see what I'm actually doing. And it is gonna love me clunking the GoPro around everywhere. So we got one grease nipple in there. And I think they come out more when they sped up or slow down. So one there, One underneath here, and one up the other side. There we go. Alright, right up the top here. I should get my Milwaukee one out really. That's perfect for in the yard. Right, just a couple more in here. These are for the rotor bearings, where the shaft goes across every 10 hours. So somebody's obviously written on here, 10 hours equals daily, 50 hours equals weekly, and the rest all yearly, seasonal. Which is kind of cool. There we go. That's that done. On to the next job. And that is pretty much me done under here. This panel can pretty much go back to normal. Done under there. That's all done. On to the next one. While I'm working my way forward here, Fenlanders, I might as well change the diesel filter here. This is a bit of a ball ache. Sorry there's not better light in here. I should be doing it all outside, but it's raining. Peeing in the bucket. Leave that draining for a minute. Don't make anybody else want to go for a wee. Or just me. Right. Got the glass bowl off. Funnily enough, I'm going to go clean it. Look at the state of that. So, I'm going to change the seal in it. I am absolutely covered in diesel, so you lot need to go for a wee now, don't you? Thought so. What a new filter! Didn't want to do it up hand tight. Put the glass bowl back on the bottom. Job's a good one. Now I can open my tap up again. Yeah, it should start filling up with diesel. I'm not pouring out everywhere. Hope you all went for a wee in the break. Leaking in there yet? It looks like it is. Filling up with diesel. That's one of them done. Got another one up the top there. I'll do that when I change the engine filter. Job's a good one. Right. On to the next things along here. Right, grease nipples. There's one awkward grease nipple up there. One on there, some on there, one there. Some a bit further forward on them tensioners there. Some in here. I'll get on and do that. Pretty simple for greasing up. One there, big bank there, if you can see. Where's my torch gone? Hang on. All these adjusters and stuff. Some in there, another adjuster there. There is an adjuster back there, which is a pig to get to, but I managed it because I'm a superhero. One little greaser in there. Yeah, there's a big bank of batteries. Big bank of grease nipples there. They do all these big bearings and stuff all forward and inside there. Up the top there. So yeah, pretty much ready to close this side panel down. Obviously I've got loads of guards to put back on. I've got to grease that up. Chain's got to be greased. Panels and stuff to put back on, but I'm tempted to wash it down. I'm tempted to give it a proper good scrub, but then it'll just get grubby again soon anyway. So I'm gonna have a little break for a minute, go and get a drink, and then we'll start on this side, which includes loads of greasing up to do there. All the unloading organ needs greasing. Still got to get in the tank and just hoover that out so I can get that done. Engine oil wants servicing. I'm not going to do the hydraulics because I had a hydraulic leak. Did I have a hydraulic leak last year or the year before? Changed all the fluid and everything in there. Grumpy Grandad said don't worry about that, leave that alone. So I'm going to. You just got your hydraulic oil, engine oil, and gearbox oil. The gearbox oil is the most important. Any of you lot that are new to Lexion, make sure you change the gearbox oil every year. And also I'll show you another little helpful trick I picked up through the mispleasure of having to rebuild a gearbox. Yeah, I didn't really think it was that important, but apparently it is. So someone had never told me before, so I didn't know. And we'll just work our way through this side and get stuff greased up. I ain't gonna I'm not gonna panel it all up or anything today. I'm not going to put all the panels back in. I mean, look, you got panels missing there, panels missing there into the rotors. You got panels missing there into the drum, into the front of the rotors. Loads of little panels off everywhere. I'm not going to put them back on today. I'm just going to literally go around, grease it up and try and get all the fluids changed. So it's sort of serviced, and then all it is panel it up and go, or clean it, one or the other. I'll lube all the chains up. Got a big bank of grease that's up the front here to do. And then while Grumpy Grandad's here, we'll just leave it running maybe. Just check everything over for a little while. Yeah, I mean, it's a visual check. It's a go around and check all the belts are tight, all the belts are okay. And like Grumpy Grandad was doing last year, you know, more he walked around like he found a bearing missing or gone. So that wouldn't have made it very far. The thing's normally pretty good. A Claas seems to make good combines that keep going. So money no object, I'd have a newer version of this, slightly bigger, 35 foot cut or 30 foot cut. Bigger tank and stuff, and yeah, keep Grumpy Grandad on his toes then, wouldn't I? So if anyone wants to bring me a combine demo, show it off, feel free. Come and match up against the Lexion. I'm no combine operator, but I can get it working pretty good. Yeah, cover some ground, which is all we want, isn't it? Cheers, guys. Hey, Fenlanders. Done them grease nibbles. They go up to the inside the unloading auger up there. Done this bank here, which controls the arm in and out. Done a little one there. I got one to do inside there. Done all these adjusters this side. Done a big bank of nipple greasers there. Done the rotors. Done a couple of adjusters up there. You can see the little blue dot maybe. That's pretty much done. There's two more down there on the fan. I've done them. So we're all good. I've just changed the oil in this gearbox on the bottom of the unloading auger, because that one's doing every year. Much the same as the one on the shaft spreaders. Gets hot, gets warm, gets abused. With the greasing up and stuff, I've got one grease nipple to do under there, which is a bit of a ball ache to get to. But I'm man enough, I can do it. Then I'll get in there and we'll fire her up, and I'll get the unloading auger out, and then I will get the gearbox oil draining out, and then after that we can start on the engine oil. So if we've got enough time we can do the engine oil, and then that's pretty much it. That's us done. Get it out, run it up, lube all the chains up a bit. Anybody use some good quality chain lube? Let me know in the comments below. I was using the Claas stuff last time and it's really mega, so I'll perhaps get some more of that stuff when I go anywhere near Claas again. Hopefully I don't need to go back there. Fingers crossed for me. What are we on now then? Oh yeah, gonna do the grease nipple in here. I've got to try and spin this around a little bit. If it'll go. Oh, there we go. Goes that way easy. Why don't I do that first place? There she is. Right, where's the... Yeah, it seems I'm absolutely covered in grease and stuff. I might as well carry on getting covered in grease. Lubricated. Ah, you just can't get the grease gun out. Come on. There we go. Didn't sound so good, did it? Just dry, needs a bit of lube on it. As long as all the bearings look okay, we're all good. It does have a tendency to do a lot of clonking. Cool, let's get this pig fired up then. Oh, harvest has started already, I'm sneezing. Service your own combines, tractors, you name it. You'll do your own servicing, you get somebody